Morning world, welcome to January 15th. It's a fresh one today. I'm going to start off with a treat for the chickens. Yep, the treat involves a bucket. Also involves a big bag. So yesterday afternoon, I went and paid our friend Reg a visit. Now Reg, as you know, does most of our arable contracting, well, all of our arable contracting, including running our grains through cleaner and dryer. Well, in the process of cleaning the grains, you get this. It's not good enough to go into the food chain, as in for milling wheat or whatever else. In fact, yeah, it's feed wheat. But anyway, we're not giving this to the cattle because I would actually need to mill this some more. Some of the grains are still whole, but chickens are going to love it. Also the sheet still have a few uses. Right, we'll give that to the birds. I've turned the lights off. They've got plenty of grub in there. They do want to refresh on the bed, but that's not a rush job. And our AC man has just turned up, so I'll go and speak to him. All right, you lot, happy days. Quiet for a couple hours. And they'd still rather have the bread. Can you believe it? That's already half chewed as well, that stuff. Okay, that's the poultry fed. Aircon man sorted out. I just said to him, I'm going to come down and do this little bit of refresh on the stock bed, and then I'll go back up, make him a cup of tea. Or a cup of coffee. So you've got plenty. So I fed both sets of stock last night quite late, so I had no doubt there was going to be plenty of grub in here. But yeah, this is all working out quite well in here. So this is what we call the mucky side. This is where I spend most of the time feeding and whatever else, but they do, most of them sleep up that end. It doesn't stop them messing up that end. But then if they had the sense to do that, I'd probably be less inclined to eat them. If you know what I mean. Come on, you lot. Out you go. Go on. Out. Out you go. Go on then. Oh, you're actually being cooperative today. That makes a nice change. Go on. Go on. Out. Go on. That's it. Go on, you. That's a good chap. Or a good lady. No, get your head round. Head round. Thank you. This job is so much easier when no one else is in here. Yeah, still good and solid. That's getting quite a lot of use. Pretty much every time I come down here, someone's on it. Regularly, the calves. The calves love it. It might be a little bit low for some of the cows, but I'm looking into a second brush. One like Farmer Phil's got, might have to cut that off there, but we'll see. But it might stick out far enough that I don't. But it's a brush that comes up, got bristles comes out horizontally, and then on a spring it's got another set of bristles that come down vertically, so does our back and shoulders as well. And the one I'm looking at also has I'm not sure about it. I'm going to go for this version. This is the one with the dosing bottle on the top, so if we have an issue with flies and stuff like that, I could take it off of here, put it outside, and you could put like a fly deterrent on the brush, that every time they scratch their backs they get a little dose of fly deterrent. Now the problem I got with that is it's not measured, so I don't know if there would be a certain type of fly deterrent or something, or louse thing that I would use in that, because I wouldn't want something overdoing it. So I don't know, maybe it's going to be something that only has a very short shelf life, like it lasts for a couple of days, not something like a pour on that could last for a few weeks. I put the wrong boots on for this, didn't I? My big heavy insulated boots bite into my ankles, so I've got my short ones on. Problem is, I'm too tight to buy another pair of boots. So if I get a wet foot, I can't really complain. Oh yeah, but I've got a wet foot. I can't complain, because it's my own fault. Okay. Oh, that's gone right in there. I can feel that. Nasty. The other reason I will say though for wearing these little short ones, they are so much easier to operate the pedals on the skid steer. My long muck boots, which are the warmer ones, are very, very stiff. Operating the pedals is hard work. So yeah, but my old pair of hunter boots, which also have a little hole in them, there's no insulation in them at all. They are really cold. So this is a compromise. I've now got a Puto. I have to change my socks so I go back up, but my toes, apart from that wet bit, will be warm, and my ankles won't hurt from using the pedals in here because of the muck boots. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You understand where I'm coming from? It's a compromise. Okay, you've seen me do this dozens of times, so I might shoot a bit of video, I might not. It's definitely fresh out here this morning. The sun's coming up, so we should be above freezing shortly. So when I came out earlier, I think it was -2, -3. The car couldn't quite make his mind up, and that was inside the barn.
Well, I gave you all my love and I gave you all my trust and I gave you everything that you need. But you only told me lies and you made me realize that, babe, you ain't no good for me. I can't be with you, you can't.
Right, should we try it again with the calves? Just to see if they're going to play ball today.
Come on, Patty. And you, come on. Bring it back. Move it.
Come on. Any time today. Come on. Get in there. Move your back. Come on, together. Come on. Come on. Right. I saw that. Did you get licked? So I'm assuming we're not feeling very excitable today. Is that the verdict? Too cold. Nobody can really be arsed to muck about. So, apart from trying to destroy the camera. Okay. Right. Well, anyway, generally the cattle are all, I would call, pretty happy. The bed is deep enough now that even if we get quite a lot of rain, it shouldn't really be too affected. I can keep the water outside now with the depth of the bed in here. Any real moisture, unless we get a proper downpour, the bed should stay fairly dry. So, unless of course we get snow, because snow goes everywhere, then it get wet. Right, that's this side done. I'm going to shut the door, open this gate. 4 minutes to 10. I'm going to have a cup of coffee and then I'm going to do that side. A bit cloudy and misty. I was going to go out with a shotgun today and bother some pigeons. Is it worth it? Alright, look, the Hellraisers. Come on, back it up. Back it up. Go on. Yobbos. You're all a bunch of yobbos. It doesn't take a lot to get them going, which isn't always a good thing. Hooligans. Oh, I've been busted. What? Stop touching me, you. I was nudging my arse. You're not having a scratch, I've got gloves on. Don't work the same, right? Yeah, it's not terrible in here, but this does need a refresh, so coffee first.